Hello and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 German Brawlers, episode 41. This may be hard to believe, but it has been 2 weeks since I recorded the last episode, so I had to actually go back and look to see what happened during this battle. I got ahead and I've been busy lately, so I got caught up with how far ahead I was in videos. So it was time to record the next episode, and here we are. Retreating after sinking a couple of Italian battlecruisers. Yeah, there's one. A couple merchants too. Oh, okay, several Italian battlecruisers. I think we decided we'd had enough. We're gonna go home. We've seen enough. There are more targets, but low on ammo or something to that effect. Let me double check. No, actually we have quite a bit. And damage is light. I had to review it to be sure. So here we are, coming back around, despite what I just said. Because we're gluttons for punishment. Slow contact, kind of meandering through this battlefield at this point. .16, so that's down there. We've got a couple of slow contacts then. One headed northeast, or northerly, this one headed northeast. Green. She's going so slow. Go ahead and detach her. There she is. Oh right, she'd taken several hits to the stacks and such. Starting to be a frustrating commonality. No, she took hits to the engine room. That's what it was. Okay, yeah. I can't complain about that. We'll cruise in. Probably taking out most of the capital ships. It's probably just merchants. I think that's why I was kind of done with this battle. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. It was about to be daytime. We're leaving. We don't want land-based aircraft to ruin our day. A little bit late for that now. Oh, an AMC, supposedly. S16 will have no problem with that. Oh, changed their mind. Small merchant, and then they got far enough away and they're like, no, it's an AMC. Whatever they think. Cruise due northeast. No, she cannot keep up. That's fine. Head up that way as fast as we can reasonably go. It is squad max. Alright. Probably seeing... Okay, a merchant. Not really a threat. Bring us down here, we can actually walk... Oh no, that's actually a destroyer. A weak destroyer that's been damaged? Apparently not. Getting the best of ours. 16 not doing so well. Then S16 definitely faster. No, never mind. There it goes. Definitely not a cruiser. Look, what is this capable of? Okay. Actually a decent destroyer. Probably going to chew up the S16. Whatever though. Continue heading northeast. Get out of this battle. Take stock of what just happened and where we were and what we were doing. Okay, very good. 3 battle cruisers. For nothing but medium damage. Gain 2 prestige. Battle of Benghazi. Very favorable result. Ships now repairing. No blockade up. Oh, wow. France should be blockaded now. I think we were trying to reinvade Libya. Yeah. But Italy's pulled back almost their entire fleet into the Mediterranean. We're not having an easy time of that. That battleship, that one I can send fast enough. Ever faithful Braunschweig. A little bit weak on deck armor. The new one's definitely a lot stronger. But without the third 14-inch turret in favor of the 12 9-inch secondaries. Something I'd want to do with the series, but haven't really pursued as much as I have in previous games in Rule the Waves 1. What do we have for construction? Everything's completing. Right, we were making a bunch of corvettes. Wappen von Hamburgs. Also making a bunch of submarines. Alrighty then. Our air groups, we have the 60. Yes. I think we're expanding some of the other ones as well. Save and move forward. Dominating Northern Europe. You say so, there's plenty of British up there. 6 more corvettes. Some of the lighter actions. We lost 8 friendly merchants. They're trying to invade Rhodes again. This ought to be a very interesting battle. We have our scout. No, it's independent action. Oh, good. I can tie her in. Should be able to set her as a scout then as well. A scout out ahead. Mecklenburg taking the lead. We'll head in this way. Cruise at 24 knots. There we go. Already reports of action going on. Transports are in the southeast. Looks like a repeat of the previous time we saw an invasion here. Coastal battery firing. Hitting something. Supposedly there's a light carrier involved. Battleships, some heavy cruisers, battle cruiser. Load down again, so they're probably within, briefly within range. Coastal battery engaging again. Close range too, so should be accomplishing something out there. I think those are 12-inch guns. Might be 14s. Now getting close. And the night sighting range is at 4,000 yards, so the Goeben is very close in. And our coastal battery is not doing well. We may lose it and have to rebuild it, which we will. I do not want to go without. Pumped up to full speed. Oh, maybe 26 knots. That way ships can independently maneuver and still maintain position. Alright, there we go. Bet you that's the invading transports. Dive right in. Get the Goibin to come off scout. Fall in behind the Mecklenburg. We will cross the T at very close range of these transports. As they take torpedo after torpedo after torpedo. Lots of torpedoes. We'll dive in towards the torpedoes. Oh, fresh torpedoes, never mind. Turn away. Hopefully that takes care of everything. Turn broadside as they come within visual range. We're getting 14-inch hits on these unidentified targets, which end up being a battlecruiser. Amalfi class with 9 13-inch guns, 11-inch belt. Turnabout, taking a couple engine room hits, but they bounce. Amalfi taking four 14-inch shells. Another shell, heavy shell. Mecklenburg taking a couple heavy rounds. Minimal effect. Amalfi getting absolutely devastated by the Goibin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 100% hit rate from the 11 14-inch guns that fired. Don't know why one of the barrels didn't work. Maybe that's why it's disabled. Who knows? And the Goibin takes heavy rounds from the sister ship of this Amalfi. And that's why it was disabled. 2 penetrating hits, 1 heavy on the Goibin. This guy just maneuvered like a sports car. Going to turn in towards presumed torpedoes. Goibin hit by a medium gun. Bit of things going on. Goibin firing at the Amalfi, even though it says that unidentified. Get the Mecklenburg coming around this target, which is now devastated. Exchanging fire with the Amalfi, I still believe. Goibin getting a lot of rounds into her. Going very well so far. Continue turning. And come up to squad max lane to pursue the enemy as they are retreating northwest. Baggio. There we are, closing in on a slow target. Turn in towards this unidentified ship, which is maneuvering like a sluggish ship. Mecklenburg taking a couple of heavy rounds, one of them penetrating. 2 more penetrating hits. Hits into the engine room, the hull, multiple penetrating hits, 3 14-inch into this target, the north target. Mecklenburg definitely not doing so well. Taking 11 heavy hits. And we still have torpedoes, actually. Let's come around a little bit, see if we can maneuver those torpedoes in. Multiple hits have definitely slowed us down a lot. Multiple hits on the engine room, but they are ineffective for medium caliber rounds. Mecklenburg blows up due to a magazine hit. Unfortunate, but it was bound to happen eventually, especially at such short range with such heavy guns. 14-inch hit, Francesco Caracciolo. 16-inch guns, yeah. It's no surprise, but we've taken out most of her turrets. Another 14-inch hit on her. Another 14-inch. 4 more 14-inch. Goibin's hit rate absolutely stunning in this night action. And that ship is done. Finishing her off with torps. Goibin maneuvering. Now opening up on the Puglia class, which just took a bunch of 14-inch shells. Probably not doing so well. There's 5 more 14-inch shells. 1 more. Goibin maneuvering away. Also very reduced in speed now. Puglia taking additional hits. Get our destroyers back into a position. I'm not really concerned about this ship anymore. Puglia is done. So is the Francesco. Should go back and check on those transports, but I need control before I do that. I don't really have any control. These are independent. So how about you support the battle cruiser? These ones should be set. Oh, those are actually set to support. Right, screen then. I'll take them under control. They'll actually start doing a little bit more rather than futzing around. Probably most, if not all, of our torpedoes. I would like a flagship here, like, sometime soon. There we go. Oh, and now we're running into errors again. We've been down to 15 knots permanently, looks like. Not getting any radar contacts. I think the invasion is stopped. At great loss, Mecklenburg taking the brunt of the enemy's wrath. Although Goibin certainly took her fair share. No recovering speed. Kind of nose around the western side of the island. See if we can't find some trouble. So I think we let them get away at this point. Nighttime for a few more hours. Nothing additional so far. Still limited to 15 knots. I assume that's permanent damage then. Machinery actually physically damaged. as opposed to disabled, able to effect repairs. Yeah, looks like no further contacts. Go up to Ultra. Get the Goyven stuck on a minefield. Up any survivors who survived the night. They've been in the water for how long? Yes to all. Just protect. Go get them. Alright, let's see if I can fix that somehow. Let's go light cap. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Light. Okay. Will that fix it? I doubt it. No. Yeah, we're not seeing anybody, so let's just run out the time then. Rhodes getting hit by bombers. One contact southwest. Not catching anything at this speed though. Down to 100 minutes. Submarine has torpedoed an enemy light carrier. So yes, we only got the one battleship. There was definitely a lot more enemy forces there. Got one light carrier, one heavy cruiser, we got all the transports, but at the loss of the venerable Mecklenburg. What did the Goybins hit percentage? 25%. Yeah, that's silly. In a good way. Ship loss differential. Major victory for Italy, so they made out on that one. Any troops land in Rhodes. Despite the destruction, because the mission was a victory for them, I suppose. Seems a silly way to do it. Lose some prestige. Get more. Need our replacements. I have our Schwaben class. A couple more. So we have replacements. We built them in pairs. That's all we can really afford to have in the Mediterranean. Yes, better fire control, please. Us gaining disputed border areas in some of their colonies. Press for hard terms, and I would accept a peace. Yeah, not surprised. We got the benefit on them. Convoy defense. They give it to us, that's good. Now what we have are the new Lutzow class and the Schwaben class leftovers. 1942, wow. Italian invasion defeated. No longer sharing research with Russia. French suffering class. Actually a good heavy cruiser. very lightly armored. It's almost like a Pensacola class. Looks like neither of us is blockading in Northern Europe. Convoy attack. We have 3 capitals. It is local Dawn. Do have supporting carrier. I'm not going to count too much into that. Yes, launch slow planes. Close in on whatever this target is. Which? Now see more radar contacts. Actually visually see them at the lookouts. Now we're firing on what appear to be battle cruisers. Airflinger, ring ineffectual. 1 hit on the Amalfi. 1 hit on Amalfi, disabled turret for us. 2 more hits for the Amalfi and a medium hit. 14-inch hit on Carlo Alberto. Surflinger takes the first penetrating hit to the belt. That. The ring as well with a penetrating hit. Exchanging fire on that one. The ringing bouncing. Alright, let's close in a little bit. 2 14-inch hits to the Carlo. Another 14-inch to the Alberto. Another 14-inch. 1 to the Amalfi. Heavy and medium hit to the Amalfi. Or one of them. Another 14-inch hit. Another 14-inch hit on the Italians. And a heavy penetrating hit to the Derflinger. Another penetrating hit to the Derflinger. Tertiaries opening up on the merchants. Are unwisely turning back towards us. A couple hits on the Amalfi. Derflinger takes a heavy hit. Another 14-inch. 2 more 14-inch. Derflinger taking a heavy round. Let's go nose on. Amalfi takes a 14-inch hit. We dive straight through the middle of the transports. Secondary is doing good work there. Amalfi takes a hit. Send another one to the Amalfi, penetrating hit to the Zaringan superstructure. Another 14-inch for the Amalfi. 2 rounds for the Zaringan. Changing fire. 1 for the Amalfi. Sweep back the other way. Okay, a number of rounds received, all ineffectual. And 1 hit on the Carlo. 4 14-inch hits on the Amalfi. Should see some slowing now. Another 14-inch hit. Engine room hit. Bridge destroyed on the Zaringan. We'll lose control of her. And the Derflinger loses a turret. Amalfi takes heavy and medium fire. More heavy rounds into the Amalfi. Multiple hits on the Derflinger, ineffectual. Except for the engine room hit. She'll start slowing. Marco Polo takes 2 14-inch hits. Carlo Alberto takes 1. The ring-in gets a jammed rudder. Hard starboard. Derflinger launching. Derflinger is now doing very poorly. See if we can go full about. It's getting to be the close combat. It's harder to track. Their flinger loses torpedoes. Still has the starboard side ones. Tertiary's getting involved, shooting at each other. Their flinger getting multiple turrets disabled. Their flinger takes a heavy round. Malfi takes a heavy round. Malfi takes a torpedo. Their flinger takes another round. Keep the starboard torpedoes pointed at this battlecruiser. Her flinger's definitely not doing well anymore. I want to get her extricated if I can. Locked into a close combat with this Amalfi class. Couple hits to them, one to us. Another hit to the Amalfi. Keep the Surflinger headed northeast now. Dive bomber striking our destroyers. Alright, how's the Durflinger doing? We need to take a closer look. Malfi on fire, significant flooding. Drop it to 10 knots. See how that does. She has no rear turrets. The Ringen definitely doing better. Maybe there was a reason I wasn't having the Durflinger down here. Was it the Durflinger? Which one did I just move? Goibin class, 47,000 tons. Yeah, the destroyers are definitely chewing up the merchants. Oh, we got the Amalfi with another torpedo. Destroyer is kind of launching at long range. Carlo Alberto takes a 14-inch. Alright, we got control under the Zeringen now. Has a max speed of 27 knots. But we're not going to go that speed. We'll open up with all turrets, broadside at long range. Pairing up the Puglia. 2 more 14-inch. Carrier under air attack. No bomb hits. Actually, that was the battleships. Puglia taking 2 14-inch rounds. Another 14-inch round. I think they're going to lose that heavy cruiser. Yes, yeah. Yes to all. Amalfi takes another one. It's this Amalfi. I don't really care about. Doors getting bombed. 1 hit. Blucher. No hits. Amalfi taking a 14-inch. Battleships. The Ringen takes a bomb hit. For A. Seems fine to us. Enemy aircraft approaching S-18. Blucher takes another hit. I think we should be headed home at this point. Way too much damage. Be heading away. Derflinger takes a torpedo. That might spell the end of the Derflinger. Oh, no. 56 flotation. Derflinger definitely limiting flooding. Bring in, taking rounds. S-16 is down. Stop to recover float plane. No. I'll buy a new float plane. Blucher. Avoiding torpedoes. Where is the Blucher? How is she doing? Ever faithful Blucher. One bomb hit. Not too bad. More enemy aircraft approaching. Stay out of torpedo bomber range. Additional torpedo bomber range. All enough. Blucher avoiding torpedoes. Strikes a mine. And that looks very bad for her. Oh, no flooding damage. Lost a couple of compartments to the sea. I think she's fine. Hit by a torpedo. Now she probably isn't. Hit by a torpedo and no significant damage. Shocking. The Flinger continues to limit flooding down to 3. Luckily, this is a short scenario. She may actually survive that. Oh, avoiding torpedoes. Yep, there it is. Oh, hit by multiple airborne torpedoes. Derflinger is done. Quadmax. Thuringian's getting out. Time to leave. Derflinger is getting attacked by more aircraft. Blucher. Aircraft all over the place. It is the Mediterranean. Land-based aircraft are going to dominate. Stop picking up. Survivors, just leave. I know I said yes to all. That was a 9 a.m. Comes another strike. Torpedo bombers on the Zeringen. Avoiding torpedoes. Hit by 1. Not bad. Zeringen avoiding more torpedoes. Avoiding a lot of torpedoes. Geez, how many aircraft were there? Zeringen avoiding more torpedoes. 1 hit. No significant damage. More bombing. Enemy aircraft approaching Derflinger. Alright, they can practice on Derflinger. He's done already. Zeringen taking another torpedo. 2 more torpedoes. Flotation is significantly impacted. No progressive flooding. Zeringen avoiding more torpedoes. Good grief. Well, it certainly looks like aircraft are starting to come into their own. Not surprising, it's 1942. We may have to consider building more aircraft, specifically aircraft carriers. probably of the light variety, chock full of fighters. I'm gonna strike some mine. Like an airdropped mine? Are they misreporting it? Thinking it's a mine when it's a torpedo. Good grief. Yeah, the French and Italians definitely practicing on the Derflinger. Yeah, I see more green shadows flying around our carrier. Flinger is sunk. Blucher engaging aircraft. How is the Blucher doing? One permanent flooding, probably. Ringen doing fine. More aircraft approaching. Attacking the Blucher. Ringen is avoiding torpedoes again. More torpedoes. Another hit. This one causing flooding, and we don't have much flotation left. Rudder jammed port. Could lose the Zeringen. If that happens, I will probably abandon the Mediterranean. Because there's just too much air cover, and we don't have the carriers for that. And we've lost the Libyan bases, so we can't really contest air in the Western Med. This is a very bad situation. It's southeast. Alright, they controlled the flooding. That's good. Blucher has controlled hers as well. More aircraft attacking. Do our own sort of maneuvering, separate of what the evasive action does. Alright, accelerate time. Yep, more aircraft. Dive bombers. Dive bombers, dive bombers. Blucher taking hits. Zeringen taking hits. S-13 is going down. Blucher has some flooding from that last bombing attack. More enemy aircraft. Attacking destroyer. Alright, let's head due east now. Alright, more attacks on the capitals. S-13 is down. Dive bombers. More dive bombers. More dive bombers. Another round of dive bombers. More dive bombers. More dive bombers. Zeringen takes a hit. And more dive bombers. Currently damaging a lot of aircraft. Not that it's worth it. The amount of damage we've taken is significant. S-18 is now down. Attrition rate is terrible. I'm losing a lot of destroyers with this. Avoiding torpedoes successfully. Still in range of at least one. S-18 is now down. Oh, blessed twilight. Torpedoed one of the battle cruisers. So we got one of the, probably the Amalfi. 17 transports sunk. Was it worth it? No. Because we lost the Derflinger and the Zaringen, and the Blucher devastated. Lucky to be afloat. Lepanto, which is an Amalfi class. So the beginning of that battle went pretty well, but the end, not so much. Enemy marginal victory. Yep, and we lose a prestige. So, we will bring the Braunschweig back to Northern Europe. Neither of our carriers is operational right now. We'll leave the destroyers down in the Med for the time being. Want to get them back up into Northern Europe, but that will have to wait. And with that, thank you so much for staying to the full end. We made it to March. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. And I will see you next time. Take care.